Hello everyone. Weskers is not a power event. It's a coordination event. Most alliances are losing hundreds of thousands of points because they misunderstand how this event actually works. If you've ever felt like you're moving around correctly, you're doing everything right, but your score is still really low, this guide's for you. It's not about your power, it's position and timing. I'm going to break down the 10 biggest mistakes that are made in Wesker, and if you fix even a few of these, your score is going to jump immediately. Let's get into it. The overall concept of Wesker is to send a backup into your alliance neighbor's location, so when they get attacked, you're backing them up. This is going to double your score immediately. So let's get into the mistakes that are made. Mistake number 1, waiting until it starts. You can send out your squads 10 to 15 minutes before the event actually starts. Heck, you can do it the entire day before the event starts. Your alliance leaders should be reminding your alliance that you do not need to be online to get a better score in this event. It helps, for sure, but just send out those squads before the event actually starts. What you should be looking for is your neighbor in the alliance who doesn't have anyone else in your alliance already in that base. Your base at home should be empty. Doing this 10 to 15 minutes early avoids that login chaos where everybody's trying to send their units around. Do this in advance. Make it easy. Mistake number 2, stacking squads. Do not spread multiple people from the same alliance to the same unit. This splits the points and hurts every single person that is stacked into that base. So what you're looking for is one of the players in your alliance who has nobody in their base. That's what you are hoping for. You want to support them and make sure when they get attacked that you're doing that. You can have a look at the settings screen in the Alliance tab to see who has somebody already backing up and who has no one. Solo defense is going to get you the best possible amount of points, so that's what you want to be looking for. Mistake number 3, chasing rounds 7, 14, and 17. Although it looks like these are things you want to be going after, what I see almost every single time is somebody trying to run and get into the people that are called out as the 2 special bonus people for that round, but ultimately they end up missing them. There's a huge delay sometimes between the creatures walking over and attacking and when they're actually hitting the bases, and almost every time I've seen this week after week, the people in your alliance are going to miss that bonus of who gets called on those special rounds. The way I like to think of it and the way we do it in our alliance now is we just select where you are in the beginning, and that's where you sit. Don't try moving around. You're just going to end up missing points. If you happen to be the person that's called, or you're supporting the person that's called on round 7, 14, or 17, yay, you're going to get a few extra bonus points. But constantly trying to move them around, unless you're really, really on top of it, you're just going to miss out and miss more than one round. Mistake number 4, having no assigned caller. If there's too many voices going on, it can get very chaotic in the alliance. You want to make sure that you have a person calling out if a base is on fire, because you do have a chance to send units to back and reinforce that. This is especially important when you start getting up to like 16, 17, and 18 level. You want to make sure that somebody is on top of who's calling out and where, especially when the event first starts. Sending certain people to places that are online, people that are online that do not have somebody in their location. Try and keep that as clear as possible during the event so it goes a lot smoother. Mistake number 5 is trusting the UI over mail. Cannot stress this enough. If you're in zone 3, your base is back in zone 2, there can be a really long walk for those creatures to get over to you. And it can say that you're on round 16 in the user interface, saying that you're on round 16, and you're actually only on round 12. This is a huge mistake that I see alliances make. Frequently, people will start pulling their units back before the end of the game is actually over and there's still another round of creatures walking up. If you're in zone 1 and zone 2, this doesn't apply to you as much. You're still pretty close to Wesker. There's not enough time for you to be moving around, so the previous mistakes we talked about become even more important. Overall, monitor what's going on in your mail. Trust the mail. That's going to be the truth of what you want to be looking at. It can show you exactly what round you're on, the last round that happened, if you're succeeding in your attacks or not. Mistake number 6 is ignoring that elimination rate. So just what we were talking about in the last one with the male is that when you get up to level 16, 17, and 18 in your alliance, you're going to notice that people are going to start to fail. If they fail, the squads are auto-returned from who is supporting them, and you have one more chance to keep that person in the alliance for another round, which is going to improve your score overall. So that needs to be called out by your caller. Send units to support that person to try and keep them in. The higher level play of Weskers is keeping these guys in when they are fired out. Mistake number 7 is moving too early for that round 7, 17, and 14. We see this time and time again. It's only 3.5% difference of a bonus that you're getting if you're in there. If you're the one that's online, you're going to get a higher score, you get a higher pick, treat it as a bonus. Parking your units is by far the safest bet. If you really want to try and chase this bonus on this round, one flexible squad is an optional thing to keep out, but you're going to be missing points every other round that guy is not out. It's really just too complicated to shoot for it. Just park your units in somewhere and hope that you get picked on those rounds. Mistake number 8 is shielding during Wesker. This has to be said. I see it almost every time, especially with new players. The screen goes red. People aren't sure what's going on. They pop a shield, and they don't need to. There's absolutely no damage done to any of your bases during this. So just if you're an alliance leader, tell your alliance that no shields are needed for this. It's just wasting resources, and it's not going to cause any permanent damage to your base. The only thing that will happen is the slight fire damage, but a shield isn't going to help with that in any way. So no shielding needed. Mistake number 9 is ignoring light mode. This is a super important tip for all of the events in Resident Evil Survival Unit. You can go up to the profile photo, click on settings down here, click on the options of the gameplay, and scroll down to light mode. Turn this on and keep it on, especially on a heavy event like this with Weskers where there's units moving around and there's a lot of things going on the screen. It's really easy to crash the event. Keep light mode on. All of your events in Resident Evil Survival Unit are going to be a lot smoother. Mistake number 10 is forgetting about the headquarters, especially when you've moved in Zone 3 and you might be closer to the middle section. Zone 2 is where all of the creatures are going to be coming from. So on round 10 and round 20, they are still going to be attacking your headquarters back there. So you need to have some units over there. A very simple way to play this is just send a unit over 15 to 20 minutes early before you start the event. Make sure it has enough time to walk over there. If you come on late and you've missed it, don't be sending a unit over there if it's too late and it's not going to get there in time. It's not going to be worth it. Just put it in your neighbor's house and call it a day. But don't forget about them if you've logged in advance. The round 10 and round 20 do give a high amount of points, but only if it's planned. So if you've made it this far, here's the quick summary. Pre-send your squads, park them solo, stop chasing those lucky waves, watch your elimination rate, trust the mail, and don't move early just to feel like you're busy and doing something. Weskers isn't about combat power, it's about coordination. If your alliance fixes even half of these mistakes I've mentioned here, your total score is going to just super increase. This video is part of my Joycrew content for Resident Evil Survival Unit, and my Joycrew code is REMAXED6854. If this video helped you out, send it to your alliance before the next event. Make it nice and simple so everyone's on the same page, and get your score up for your next Wesker event. I'll see you guys in the next one.